Today in lesson 1.6 we're going to be learning to make circles with compasses. So the first thing you're going to do is start with a compass. You'll have one end that is the anchor, notice that's pointy, and another side where you slide in the pencil. Usually there's some sort of way of tightening it. The one thing that you want to be careful of is that these 2 points line up. If not, adjust your pencil and tighten again. I'm going to teach you 2 different ways to make a circle. The first one is where you will move your compass. First thing you're going to do is create the center of your circle by placing a dot. That dot is where your anchor will go. Your anchor will sit on top of the dot. Notice there's a handle at the top. You don't want to hold down here because you'll end up pushing these 2 pieces together and it will change the size of your circle. So you'll hold it up at the top. You will rotate your compass. Notice you'll have to shift how your fingers are. And that would create a circle. Notice I have lots of pieces of paper because this requires a lot of patience and a lot of practice. So again, let's go over that one more time. Put the dot in the center of the circle. The anchor will be placed on top of the dot. Hold at the top. And now mine slid down a little bit, so I need to readjust my pencil so that they are even. Notice here, they're about the same height. Tighten. Put your anchor on your point of your circle. And you will rotate. Notice that you'll want to hold up at the top. And my pencil slid out. That's okay. You go ahead, put your pencil back in, tighten it up. And the reason you have that point there is because now I can put my anchor back on that point and line up my pencil on the outer part of the circle. That way I don't have to start all over again. And I just resume where my pencil was. Again, you may need to adjust where your fingers are. And that is the first way. The second way is again to start with a point at the center of your circle. This is the way I prefer to do it. Put your anchor down on that center point. This time, instead of your hand moving, you'll just move the piece of paper. So anchor your point down and just rotate your piece of paper so that you end up with a circle. You can change the size of the circle by changing the opening of the compass. The larger the opening, the larger the circle. Just be careful though, if you open it too far, it may go off of the page. You don't want to make it too small either where it's difficult to create. So again, create that center point. The anchor goes on top of that point, and this time my pencil goes down, I rotate the paper. You're going to practice making a lot of these over the next couple of days. So go ahead and give it a try and see which one works best.